nEophyte gets an idea of where both of the players are, it's going to be easier for them to get into the side. And already Zero going in for the frag right there on Madison. Going down, Oscar on Maeve as well. 3-on-5 situation. He's going down as well, and Juggy with that deagle is not, it's just not going to happen. Zandon, CZ, and Armor, that's what he has to save, but, you know, a 5-on-1.
He should actually just be looking to save this gun.
Definitely.
Not even looking to take a fight. I mean, he's going to get the kill here, but now does he even make it out of here alive? He's already getting wrapped in on. He's got 23 HP left, and he is going to get cleaned up. So they won't have any Kevlar. They might upgrade their pistols to P250s here, but they won't have any Kevlar to work with next round, or this round rather. So, bit tough there for Reason. One thing to note is that nEophyte did move together very well there. Wherever they took a fight, there was usually a couple of them. So if one of them gets caught off guard, they don't have to worry about dropping guns or things getting out of control. They kind of just moved as a unit and crushed onto that A site. So solid anti-eco round coming out there from nEophyte. So we'll see if they can continue to carry forward with this kind of form.
So 2-0 right now. nEophyte with that Molotov, that's going to make a difference, because if that peak would have come down, then potentially Reason had an opening there, but nEophyte, they're outside A now, and they're just waiting to something to come at them. They know Reason is on these eco, so I think they're waiting for a push to come at them. They're waiting for a push to come at them, and they're doing right. They're doing right because Reason right now, they're pretty much up inside apartments, and a close-range battle is what they're searching for. I think nEophyte knows this, and it opens up to advantages if they're just waiting for something to come up at them. Reason, however, not doing so. They're just pushing out to the pretty much limit of how far they can go. Yuno going down right there by Madi, and it's all just gonna be because they push up to the limit. Stiko getting in for the frag on Madi, though. That's gonna be the reply. It's gonna come a little bit late. Coming up here on the A site. Short is gonna be crowded here by Styko. Xanon down to 6 HP. That's potential entry. It is gonna be the entry to the A site. Still another player here, and that's gonna be Jaigo. He does not even expect someone to be there, so with him going down there, that's going to be the reply. Good calls coming up by nEophyte so far, I want to say. And Maeve, he's got that USP. Not anything to save at all. So, going into this one, an extra frag could be something to look for. Or the clutch plays, obviously. But it's definitely not on his side right now.
Yeah, he's only got the USP really to work with here. If he could pick up another gun, that'd be fantastic. But his teammate was equally broke. So, no upgraded pistol to pick up there. And he's already going to be walking into Quest, who's already working on short. So, not much luck here for Maeve. Wherever he goes, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be brutal. And, yeah, they are going to be able to survive through this round, although Zero is a little low. Not really sure about that, why Zero was so obstinate about staying in pit. He was definitely a little low on HP to be hanging around there. So Zero, meow. Just getting declawed. They threw him a bag of catnip. That's why he got distracted over there.
You gotta love his picture, though. Cats. They're so cute, aren't they?
Yeah, man.
Have a cat?
Little karma machines.
3-0 nEophyte. Got Oscar this time with the op, and it's going to be interesting to see how he uses that. Maeve with a smoke on upper hand side of Banana. Can play out in a different. Styko there pushing through and actually manages to pick some bullets on Zan. And great nade coming up as well, dropping him down to below 60 HP actually. So that's going to be important. Comes down to who sees who first when they do push in. And if a smoke potentially could come up here by Reason eventually.
This is fantastic work so far by nEophyte, making good use of nades, taking their time, clearly good communication on their side. So they're currently just forcing nEophyte back, or rather, they're forcing Reason back onto the bomb sites to give them access to the space that they need to set up to take a site. So you see that they've got control of top Banana now. If they were to get a peek off of this pick, this would be big, but it's not going to be the case. Still, they have all the room that they need now. And Reason are really operating off of very little information. It's going to be kind of touch and go now for the CT side.
Just plug and play action. We'll see how nEophyte manages to take this one. Still, 5-on-5 situation. They managed to get Sandon below 50 HP. He's going to go down eventually. 1-by-1 frags. Hastes behind 3 boxes. They know he's there. Gets the kill. Zero. Fantastic headshot coming up by him, actually. Juggy. He is inside ruins, and he is just going to be waiting for someone to come at him. Wait for that push. No one's there to actually take the push, though, and that's going to be the problem right here. None of them got head armor as well, and you know, with that Galil, if he gets a headshot, then they're down. So, saving is probably most optimal. We can already see Madi preparing for that save.
Yeah, both were members over on that A site. They didn't even really leave the
Yeah.
A site. They kind of just hung around there. Said, don't worry, man. We threw a beer in the fridge for you. It'll be cold when you get here. And, yeah, it's going to be a very straightforward round, but very clean work by nEophyte. I mean, they've put a lot of work in onto that B take. They clear out Banana with the Molotov and Flash, so they get control up by Sandbags, which is the first step towards getting onto that B site. You need control of top. Then they set up with the Molotovs, the delayed flashes, the smokes. So that reason you could see they dodged the first couple of flashes, but then bam, one of them hits the mark. That guy's blind. He dies. His teammate behind new boxes gets picked off. And it all kind of just falls into place for nEophyte. So about as good as it gets there. Real textbook play for nEophyte.
You've seen that nade coming down on Banana. nEophyte Questone. He reads that. He reads that nade coming down. He already stayed even behind Banana before pushing in because he knew something can come up in these first seconds. He didn't want to risk that amount of HP. So the 13 HP remaining on Xander right there. And still a 5-on-5 situation, but still Reason. They ain't got full armor yet. So with this said, they've saved a little money for the nades. And that's going to play out in the difference here. And it comes to a point in which, are they going to be using these smokes to delay nEophyte this time? Or are they going to do the same thing over and over again? Like, they used it on B, but they had one another. So
this has turned into a real nasty brawl.
yeah.
Now it looks like they may be interested in going towards B again. They got that bomb making its way at Banana. They still have all the nades that they need. Fresh smoke about to go down here, but the last time we saw this smoke go down, even late, didn't really seem to do too much for the CT side. Good flashes really forced them back. And nEophyte now, with 30 seconds left, looks like they're trying to change it up. They may be going towards this A site. It's going to be a fake, that's why.
Zandon with a frag there. That's going to be an important Molotov, actually. So Queston going down there. Styko with the nade on Zandon, though, because they knew he was low. That's going to be important. Zero goes down. Maeve with the frag from Pit. Oscar just back-to-back fragging right now. 2-on-2 situation, and nEophyte with only 10 seconds left. It all comes down to what Oscar is going to be doing. Styko is alone. He ain't got the time.
So, and he realizes it.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, do they run in? Do they run in and hunt him? They have to know that he's close, but they want to hold on to their gear instead.
It's going to be important because they wouldn't afford an off after this either way. So if both of them died, then the op wouldn't be there for them. So definitely
a shame with how things broke out there on the B site because they got the entry onto that B site, and then it was only Sandon who was up there, and he was down to like 13 HP. So
if that nade came through a little bit quicker, then that might have made a difference for them.
Well, Madi with the AWP is going to catch out Oscar. So that duel goes the CT way already. Reason managing to stabilize somewhat and giving themselves a pretty healthy advantage now going into the rest of this round. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for what nEophyte do when they're a man down. How they go about getting some control back on the map. Because they've been giving quite a bit of it. Sandon is going with the aggressive smoke, or at least like the quasi-aggressive smoke, a la Nip, basically, where you just block off in front of car. Because this is the key point, basically, on this in Banana. You can give them Banana, but don't give them top Banana. So you can put up a bit of a fight here. But then that Molotov to go down, that might force him out into the open.
He uses that sandbag really good, though, and that Molotov is just going to make the timing perfect. Gives enough time to back off and through the smoke as well. And there's no one inside apartments, which opens up for nEophyte to actually push through a little bit further and get some more information about where people are. For example, peek on shore and so on. Madi, though, is going to go down short. I think this is something that has been heard from Yuno. He's going to get ready, but the flash is just going to be perfect for Madi. Great frag coming out. Yuno going down. 5-on-3 situation. And Zero with the frag on Madi. 4-on-3. And currently it's all nEophyte. How are they going to equalize this? It's not going to happen. Juggy with that frag. The plant could eventually go down, though, but with 3 HP on the man, it's going to be looking dark. Questone, though, getting Juggy. And it's a shame he didn't have a nade there. Or maybe he did. Because that could have stopped the plant.
Oh, sure.
Down. Yeah, so...
No, it's actually going to be Questone to step out. Brave play by him. That was all confidence right there. And Sandon's going to win the duel, though. So Sandon down to 35 HP. Haste is still on full HP, however. Free kill there for Styko, but then the timing works out perfectly. Haste is there to return on that frag before Styko can get back out of harm's way. And there will be enough time for the defuse, just barely. Just barely. Cutting it a bit close there. So Haste, he'll be the sole survivor. And he saves the AWP. What a save. That was big.
Really is. And coming up in this next round, we're gonna be seeing. Are we gonna be seeing Madi with the off again?
I'm curious. It looks like they have enough off of that that plant to get a buy together, though. So nEophyte, they're going to be able to keep that pressure up.
But Juggy this time with the op. I'm interested in seeing how he plays that on middle. Coming up for the peak. No one's there to see him, though. And at this particular point in time, we're seeing Uno and Zero. They're getting closer towards middle here. They're on streets, and it comes down to if Uno can go through and take the peak on short before someone rotated over to archway. That's not going to happen, however, and Maeve is there to hold the crossfire down on middle. It's just going to be pure play coming up by Reason right here, and it's all about the timing. Who sees who first and who is at what place at that time, you know, when the first frag comes down, obviously. So 2 to 4, and
well, right now they're all about controlling, right? So Reason putting up much more of a fight towards top banana now that they have some smokes to play with. So you can see nEophyte there. They're a little bit worried about that, clearing out apartments now, because this is what you have to do. Essentially, if you lose banana control, you have to get control over towards A. And they managed to set that up, so we see Reason slowly but surely giving ground. There's the peak, and there's the shot, but Yugi's not going to hit it. He's tagged on at 13 HP. Does make it out of dodge, however, but then he walks right into the waiting arms of Zero, who's up in balcony. Maudie, however, does hold, picks up the first one. Not going to get the second, though, despite getting the headshot. And it's going to be down to Maeve now. Long-range shots coming through for him, and he is getting overwhelmed, down to 40 HP, and the flank comes through on Styko.
And that's important. They knew Maudie was there. Still, he got that one frag, so a little bit of a loss here for Zero, but it's not going to make a difference because nEophyte, they can still buy in the next upcoming round. And Haste, you know, on a 1-on-4, there's nothing he can do but really save. So what just happened there was nEophyte crushing in through apartments and balcony there. Getting Maudie in that pit area is so important because otherwise he could just have been lurking there till they were up on the site. So taking over all areas around A side is really important before you get in there.
It is. I mean, they kind of also a little mistakes there coming out from Reason as far as the position is concerned. Knowing that A apartments, or rather A apartments, the balcony was open, and so there could be somebody lurking up there. Unfortunately, Yugi, not really aware of his surroundings, stepped out and gave a free frag, and that kind of just started everything off. After that, nEophyte able to just start pushing onto that site. Not a whole lot that Maudie can do. He did the best that he could with the 1-for-1, but really, that's all he should be getting in that scenario. So everything really going nEophyte's way, and now it gets difficult for Reason. They have that single M4 to work with, but the rest of them are going to be ecoing. So real rough scenario here for the Dane Swedes.
Case is up here on upper banana, and he's just going to be using the time that he has to take that one slow peak. Questone, though, he does go in for the frag, and Haste goes down. 4-on-5 situation right now, and Reason, they're on this eco, and nEophyte can tell, then that's an advantage I think they have right now. So Maeve going down there with that pistol, that's going to be spotted out. Zero's not afraid to push here, so opens up a little bit.
That's all just timing right there.
Yeah.
They're going to make the push onto B site. Fresh smoke goes down to block off CT. There's the flash. They run in. They use everything they want to clear. Being very thorough here, nEophyte. Even if it's not necessary, they have no way of knowing that there was a stack on A. And that's going to open everything up here. So Yugi, he's going to be the first man on the scene here for a reason. But this is all just now about holding these players on this site. Because Maudie, he's got the AK and he's already on the other side of the map. So he's safe. Now for the guys at the USP is basically to try and soak some damage and keep these guys pinned down here.
And it's Styka who's on that boost. Might he be able to overwhelm? He pushes. He decides to push, and Juggy opens up with a frag. Styko goes down, but as he decides he keeps wanting to push, is going to get that one frag in 2-on-3 situation. Time is ticking, and it's going to be everything in this one. Zandon and Maudie, there's not much they can do. Maudie with that AK could potentially save. Zandon, however, an extra frag would be good for you right now.
Not going to find it. They all went down banana. So good play there by nEophyte, realizing where those CT players were playing from. Managing to back out of there in time, stay alive. And so 6 rounds now on their T side. They are looking formidable right now. And Reason still not... Oh, man. They're going to go for it? No, they're just evening their money out. Okay, so Sandon's going to upgrade to a CZ with Kevlar. They're just going to spend a little bit of money right now, balance things out, and then have a real strong buy coming up in the 10th round. nEophyte, however, we'll see what's going to happen with that, because right now they're just looking indomitable.
Definitely 6-2, and Reason pretty much smack right now. A great entry coming up there by Oscar and Maeve. Reason, though, he's going to get Styko, and that one frag like that make the difference. He's still on upper banana. He can still see people, But with the miss coming up there on the AK behind Lodges, was it?
Behind the Lodges right there.
Yeah. So just gonna make a difference. Madi's still on offer banana. He's just gonna be waiting for that, playing patiently, and it's gonna make a difference because if it comes to a point in which they're gonna be overwhelmed on the A side, nEophyte is gonna be backing off towards B. He's still there and can surprise them, and he's gonna be pushing down eventually as well. So coming up from behind now, even Madi can make a difference here with that AK. However, though, Oscar with that frag, now that they know people are up here, Madi starts running, and it's a 2-on-4 situation. It all comes down to how Madi times this.
There it is. Gets the headshot. Haste is going to get one as well with that 5.7. Drops that bomb carrier. 30 seconds left here for nEophyte. They're in a 2-on-2, but an AK and a 5.7, that's a lot of damage that they're going to have to deal with. Zero is firmly pinned down in the pit. He's got Uno to work with as well, who is currently working onto that site. He's going to flank out Haste, so it's going to be down to Madi now, who's up in balcony. He may be able to hit the timing just right here. 10 seconds left, leaves little time. Very little time indeed. Tries to go for the clutch. He didn't know where the second man was, but what a shot onto Zero. That's big. Madi just laying into them right now. He's top fragging by a fair margin on the CT side. And he's nearly tied with Oscar, who's currently top fragging on the map. Oscar only at 9 frags, so it's a real close run between the two of them.
Definitely, and 2-7, and nEophyte with that off on Oscar. It's gonna be a battle, but Reason, they ain't got that off, so it's not gonna be an op-to-op battle. It's gonna be pretty much in the advantage of nEophyte if it comes to a point in which Reason they want to peak. So that op is gonna make a difference in depending on how Reason plays, obviously. So. And as of now, Reason is going to decide they want to play pretty defensive on B this time. They don't want to push down like they did earlier with Madi there in the USP. So, Madi this time playing inside apartment. They switched up a little, so we'll see how he plays here. T-Boiler is going to be action eventually. Timing is everything, and Madi gets the timing perfect to get Yuno and then spot out another play, and that's going to be Zero down outside T-Boiler. 4-on-5 situation. Now that they have the knowledge of someone being there, Xanon, even with a kill on Styko through that smoke, is going to make a difference. 3-on-5 situation, and nEophyte, there's not much that they can do as Zero goes down as well. You know, look at this. It's
kind of one of those rounds you just have to shake off, because getting hung up about this, it's not really going to do anything. It's not going to accomplish anything. You guys just kind of got picked off one at a time. Could have been a bit better with how they were holding at apartments there as Styko jumped up. You know, maybe Zero could have been in a better position to stop the flank coming in from Madi, but at the same time, it's a difficult angle to play. So right now, it's like Neo they need to reset after this round.
And from what I can tell, nEophyte, they used to move as a unit in the beginning of the game, but then now they went 1-by-1, and it basically made them lose right now. So if they keep going that way, they're going to have an opportunity to take 1-by-1 as they push in as a unit. But right now, they didn't do that. Gave Reason 1 round, and I think nEophyte, they had to think about that.
Yeah, they're going to have to slow down the pace a little bit, it seems. So, tricky business, tricky stuff. And we'll have to see how it develops afterwards. I mean, now it's going to be decent money picked up here on nEophyte's side. Actually, all things considered, not too shabby a buy. Three guys fully naded up. The problem is that they're missing 2, so they will be somewhat or limited rather with the options. They can't go for those straight strats that they use in Prac, right? That they've refined because hey, maybe this guy's flash isn't going to come through, or this guy's smoke isn't going to be there. So it's a little bit tricky. They want to rely on this AWP to open things up for them.
It's just going to be a great crossfire coming up in the middle there. Oscar getting lucky that with that kill. Jockey goes down. 4-on-5 situation, and nEop still on short, taking the peek to Oscar, and they know he's there. Oscar is doing fantabulous work right now. It's just insane quest tone with the kill on Haste, and Oscar doing great work taking over middle right there.
And that's a round for a reason where it's just like, well,
Oscar,
we keep peeking him, keep peeking him, and then this guy just wrecks us.
Has no mercy. He just keeps pushing. He knows he can get those frags, you know.
Dude, he's all just like, what? The aggressive opera is dead? I must have missed that memo.
He realizes this isn't warm-up anymore.
Yeah, man. It's all about the power. Power of the scope. If you believe, can he take notes?
Alright, so coming down next, Santa with the save, obviously, and Yuno coming up here on banana. If Santa is turned away, then that's gonna be a problem. gets spotted out. He's just gonna get surrounded in the last seconds here. Still though gets 2 frags, which is gonna be pretty impressive because he's gonna make those count.
Yeah, Oscar with the shot with the op, he misses it. So easy stuff coming through here. Actually, nEophyte just making it look real easy behind Oscar's efforts, and he's going to be able to hold on to that AWP as well, so we'll get to see if he can do it again going into the 12th round. nEophyte up 8 right now on the T side of Inferno. A fantastic scoreline for them. Reason just not able to go toe-to-toe with these guys. And now Reason's starting to cut corners as well, you know, going to FAMAS just to afford to have some more nades to work with. That's really it. You can see them skimping on the helmet armor as well, which is going to be fantastic for Quest Zone if he runs into anybody. He'll be real pleased about that. No helmet? Please, give me that money.
I think they're saving it for the nades as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it comes down to what's most important here, and if it comes to a point in which Quest Zone gets in through a smoke or something along those lines, then he's going to have an advantage in getting headshots, you know.
Sure.
So
it's just if you get an AK helmet or not, you're dead if you get a headshot. And so that's what they're counting on basically. And Zero's demonstrating that. He gets the headshot on Madi to start. Yugi comes back, however, and takes out Zero. So quick 1-for-1 trade up here in the apartment. Yugi with a nice nade. No, it's going to go right past him, but he does the job with bullets instead.
So 4-on-3 situation. Maeve is already spotted out. That's going to be 2 people uniting up together, stacking up together, getting that kill. And this is what we were talking about earlier. This is really nEophyte's way of playing, uniting together, really. Is that even a word?
Uniting? No, uniting, though.
Uniting. Oh, yeah.
Because you have a unit.
Unit, but
you also can unite.
Yeah, so...
But
unite is like more of a powerful word, isn't it? Like,
yeah, man. You know, they're all one life. One life. Okay, right. So, see, man, bring it all together. Bring it all together. That's what we're talking about here. Reason they've got to bring it all together right now. You know, bring it close, hug each other, give each other a good long hug because the world is a cold, dark, miserable place, and they're experiencing that right now.
I'm seeing Juggy with that smoke and Maeve as well. And Maeve is probably going to be using that on middle to buy some time with the pistols. As of now, though, nEophyte has been playing pretty good through those smokes, so maybe they should focus a little bit more on the battles because it's not working out. You know, he gets the ability to push through, and Zanin still gets him, so that's a bummer for him. Still, 4-on-5 situation. Zanin hasn't picked up the gun on Banana either because we've got Questone and Zero holding that, or no, Questone and Styko holding that down, to be correct. Sorry for that, guys.
Yes, the YOLO was strong.
Yeah, man. Definitely. He was too confident, I believe.
Yeah, he was just like, hey, guys, they're going to have pistols. This is going to be great. I'm going to make so much money. Dinner's on me later. And then he skipped on the bill. Horrible. Just a horrible thing.
So, still, they didn't pick up the weapon, so he didn't give anything away except from himself. Though, it comes to a point in which Sandin is going to be spotted out here by Styko, which is going to happen. That's opening up the B side way too much for them. It's just going to be all on that nEophyte. The fact that that they do spot out him on that boost, that's opening up the B side only. That's all. That's it. Juggy and Madi haste together with them. There's not much they can do right now. They're meeting up to full armory, full weaponry. It's going to be hard. Oscar with the op on Banana.
He's kind of stuck here.
Yeah. Knows there's 2 people here. He's gonna take that repeat. He knows he behind the log, so haste. He's gonna try to make something happen. Nothing happens. Juggy on CT. And Styko is gonna be there. He runs with a knife, and that's gonna be a bummer. He could have taken that kill actually if he had a little bit more patience, but it's not gonna happen. 10-3 and Reason. What are you doing?
They're getting beasted is what. Just really rough. I think they're wondering the same thing.
Yeah.
And if I know Madi, it isn't a very pleasant TeamSpeak server right now.
It isn't. Maybe it's even down. Someone muted.
So they muted Madi?
Yeah, they muted Madi. They didn't want to have him there anymore, you know. He went all mad, crazy mode.
Dude, this guy is famous for it, man. Hothead, a real hothead.
People from Skåne, man. Skåne, Sweden. Alright, I'm firing shots, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, aren't those like the easy shots to fire too? I mean, just listen to our sound guy. And you can believe anything after that.
Yeah, in the beginning? Sandin, he's gonna go in for that kill on Quest Zone. That's gonna be important. Now that they have the entry, they're giving nEophyte one less of a chance. And another one actually coming out on 0 right there. Madi, he's gonna get that one frag. Maybe that's the anger power he has, you know. Going all hot in the muscles. Ooh. Mouse muscles. Maeve making critical damage on Uno, actually. That's gonna be important. What do you think about the positions right now?
It's looking a little tricky for nEophyte, because they need to wait for Reason to make a mistake, essentially. If Reason just sit and wait, that's all they need to do. And then the timing. Yugi's there to save it, though, from hit, but for him to pull out a nade just as they come YOLOing out of the balcony there, that's a little unfortunate. nEophyte with 25 seconds left realize that this is a bit of a hopeless situation. They back off to save. That's exactly what they have to do, because, I mean, really, the only way they're getting onto that bomb site is if somebody started peeking on Reason's side. So Reason, with Madi at the helm, they shouldn't be making that kind of mistake. That would be like an elementary mistake, and they would deserve to lose the round if they start peeking, hunting for frags. Gotta say, though, nEophyte, I'm really impressed. I mean, 10 rounds on T side. This is a very CT-sided map, so the fact that they are just completely pile-driving Reason into the ground right now is fantastic for them.
They're getting so much information as well, because Reason, they show off themselves too much, like Middle and Banana earlier in the game, you know? So, gives nEophyte an idea of where people are and how they can push through that. And even that Reason does push through, gives nEophyte an idea of how they're going to pre-peek those angles. Makes so much of a difference if they get those frags as well. Sandin with the play on Banana. And it all comes down to if he peeks or not. He's behind the sandbags, and they're ready to push up.
Well, more importantly, there it is, the Molotov. They've been so good about using the Molotov every time to check that corner. I was wondering if nEophyte were going to get a little impatient and skip a step, but they they show that they can keep their cool.
It's just going to be demolishing to see Madi need to back off because of that Molotov. Now, he's not there to hold that down. He doesn't even spot out Zero. Zero ran over, though, so he probably heard him step. Styko could come up in apartments if he wants to, but he's going to go the other way around. Coming up archway, Meave goes down, and it's going to be a 2-on-5 situation. Not much for Reason to do here. Madi in haste. Madi is inside apartments. He let him through? How did that happen?
They just crossed paths, man. Madi just didn't see it coming. Now it's haste. First headshot? No, but then Oscar uses that shotgun that he's got. He's going to be able to get that bomb plant down as well. nEophyte fixing to pick up 11 rounds here. It's Madi 1v4 with the B site retake. And everybody's going to be closing in on him.
Madi here, going in for that one frag on Uno. It's going to be important 3-on-1 situation. And if he wants to clutch this, it's all about getting Oscar, really, you know. If he doesn't pre-peek that angle, and Oscar missing that bullet could be critical in this situation, but Madi, he's in a spot in which he's just got to be pre-angled wherever he goes. Cyril with a frag right there, and the fact that Oscar shoots that bullet makes so much of a difference, because then he doesn't even have, like, he can't go out, because he knows there's going to be people all around me. I can't save, I can't do anything really. All I can do is try to get those kills that matter, and with a crossfire like that, it's going to be impossible. 4-11, nEophyte winning the first half, so to say.
Oh, they very clearly, I think it's harder to find a win, you know, more of a win than that. 11 rounds going into your CT side, you've got to be feeling ecstatic right now if you're nEophyte. This is going, everything is going according to plan. They're just looking fantastic. And so now, 4 Kevlar picked up, full set of nades on Uno. We'll see where Uno decides to set up shop. It looks like he'll be over by the B site, so not too shabby a position either if they decide to come crashing through here. But Reason are currently gathered up in second mid, so they may be going, you know, action A, and that might be a little bit of a problem here for nEophyte, considering they only have 2 guys, including one who's pushed down into second mid. Well, that headshot is certainly going to go a long way, and another one would be even better. And he is not going to get it. This is like the longest duel in the history of duels.
But that's going to be short, though. Juggy just executing Oscar right there. It's going to be a 4-on-2 situation as Styko finishes off haste, and Juggy as well.
Wow.
nEophyte?
What a shot. What a shot. Out of a balcony. And the first one as well, I'm sure it was just like so crisp and clean. Just like, sit down, bro. Time for a nap. Let me tuck you in. Oh, your friend too, huh? Okay, let's airplane sounds like time for bed.
They have that GG button. They have that GG button. GG! 4-12. And nEophyte Oh my god, running into the second half, that pistol was amazing reason. It's not like they got a plan for everything, like, right there. They didn't plan up for everything. And it's like they didn't even read nEophyte's positions at all. Didn't check through corners. Like, they just ran out all.
Well, yeah.
Well, it paid off in Juggy getting one frag. That's going to be the execute on, who was it? Styko? Or Oscar?
I missed which one it was on.
On middle. Whatever. We'll just...
Oh.
Yeah, that's...
Alright, well, let's see. They're going for a balcony rush this time around. They could have much better luck with it, and they are going to manage it. Maudie does manage to rush down the man in pit. That's the key kill right there. And so they will have control and be able to pick up a bomb plant. Only problem is they took so much damage in the exchange. This comes down to making these rifles count. And Styko's going to start off strong by removing Maudie, so it's down to Haste. He's got that M4, and he's spotting out on short.
And at this point in time, holding is most optimal for Reason, and that's what they're going to be doing. It pays off clean. Sandin, right there with Styko. He gets a knowledge of those shots. Gonna go down eventually, though, in Haste with that frag. Great round coming up by Reason right there, definitely. Coming up on balcony, and it's a little bit of a tab out. It's bad to see nEophyte lose that round, because pretty much had that angle under control from Graveyard right
Such
there.
a difficult position,
yeah.
right? Because you have 4 guys that are coming out, and it's just like no fear,
Yeah.
only dreams, you know? And if Reason don't get bungled up, I mean, that they took an HE nade, but as long as nobody's blocking, if they're able to hit the right timing and get a couple of bodies out of balcony,
Yeah.
it's so hard to stop the Tech 9s because you're taking so much damage and you're scared. You're scared of peeking those because if you peek out, you can get nailed instantly from that range. If they're dropping into pit all around you, you can get overrun so quickly. So really just kind of touch and go there for nEophyte. They're going to go ahead and upgrade the pistols this time around, though. But, you know, 5.7, P250, and a swag 7 here on Oscar.
And that swag, you know. Let's see if he can get that one frag. He's still in T-Bowler. No one has already gone out, so with that 1 minute remaining, we'll see how this pays off. And Sandin...
Position he's playing there.
And I think Reason, they're waiting for something to come at him rather than pushing right now. Because they're expecting this eco to be...
Oh,
it's,
wow.
It's really not. Styko right there. He's got to get that one frag. He doesn't even have armor or anything. Meeting up to him, still going down. That's got to be humiliating. Sandin, though, with the Cone Oscar. 4-on-4 situation. And they're up on middle. Steps are being stepped, so...
Look at the push down banana. This is the key point here. Quest zone. Working their way up. They got to hit that timing. They got to just hope and cross their fingers that they're going to have an impact. And there's one. Do they get up short fast enough? Yes, they do. They stop the bomb plant as well. Quest zone to the rescue. He spotted the bat signal. He's doing his impression right now, and he's doing a fantastic job. Maudie down to 12 HP. Maeve is low as well. And there's the other flank coming in. Oh, no. Got to catch him from balcony and even deny the bomb plant. What is that? And Maudie's got to be ridiculously frustrated right there because I think that's just like the standing up animation of the bomb plant giving him away there. So he doesn't even have a chance to defend. He just stands up to his doom.
And, you know, Maudie and Xanon with 12 to 14 kills. And then we have the top underneath that being Juggy with only 7. Do they need to step up a little?
Yeah, it's they're getting pretty beasted right now. It's not going their way, that's for sure. Reason taking even more damage here at the beginning. Molotovs, just running through Molotovs and nades, and you can see just the impact that has, really slowing them up. Scary idea to peek against the Deagle, though. I don't think that is advised.
Not against Juggy, however. Looks like a slow mode coming up here by Reason. And they have a reason to be afraid because nEophyte is that kind of team. You cannot really predict what they're doing. Last time they had a guy closing apartments. Now they ain't got no one. So, with that said, Reason have another reason. Now,
oh, snap.
I put it down.
Oh, snap, dude. You and I are going to get along if you're making jokes like that.
Alright. Oscar with that AK. And he's going to go down 20 HP. It's going to be important 4-on-5 situation in Sandin. It's just going to be a manslaughter as they get out, though. Zero and Questone doing great work.
Yeah, hitting shots. There isn't too much to be said here, apart from Reason. They tried to go, strength in numbers. They did a tremendous amount of damage. You can see Oscar, Styko, Uno, all of them low. But, today they didn't get a cookie. Today,
They just didn't.
Yeah, the cookie was taken away. It was eaten by Santa already. Sorry, kid. Just wasn't meant to be.
Maybe the milk is still there. Should I go check?
Dude, I'll take a cookie over milk any day of the week, bro. Come on. They're not interested in strong bones and calcium right now. They want to rot their teeth out. They want this round.
All right, Styka with that nade. Yeah, that's a good read from Styka because he's realized that they do push up middle pretty fast. So Juggy going on a 76 HP doesn't make it too much of a difference. But if he keeps throwing that nade in future rounds, it's definitely going to. So with that said, 5-14 frag by Masters 2015 Reason versus nEophyte, and it's looking like nEophyte has this first map under control.
And nEophyte are pretty much they're on the home stretch right now. This is it. They're going with some very basic holds as well. 2 on B right now, bit of an aggressive take on their part. 3 on A. Now I have to see Reason. They've been trying to bait out the nades, and they've done a pretty good job of it, but there's still a healthy number of flashes here, so we'll have to see, do the anti-flashes work out? Mad spray there by Psycho through the smoke. He does some decent damage, but here's the hero. Zero, he's got to come in big.
Definitely, it's going to be... You're going to have to rely a little bit on what he's doing next, if he's going to be pushing, or if that's going to be Styko fragging over.
But look at Reason, 30 seconds left, and they've got doubts. They're trying to make up their minds right now, and they're thinking they want the round voluptuous letter.
You know is the only one up on B as well. And he realizes now, he throws that flash, even sneaks all the way over the 3 box, steps a little bit right there. It's not going to make too much of a difference because nades are coming out, and that's going to make enough noise to clear that out. Questone with a great frag on Maeve. Biz going to go planet, however, on a 4-on-2. Sandin right there, trying to equalize it with 1 frag. It's not going to be enough. He needs that other one. Sandin is on the big box here. Goes down to dark. And he's in the lower part of sight. Zero getting in for the kill on Juggy. Sandin going down as well. nEophyte retaking that site. 15th round. And it's not like they're doing the NIP. They can really execute a game.
Yeah. And Zero in particular, man. You know, I said he got declawed earlier. He grew him back. He is going nuts right now. Just frag after frag. Somebody please take the catnip away. At least that's what Madi is saying, because he is not having fun right now. Madi doing the best that he can, leading his team with 14 frags, but the rest of them, apart from Sandin, Madi and Sandin are both doing decent work, but the rest of them are all sitting on, you know, single-digit frag lines, and that's not going to cut it. When it comes down to strats, I mean, you can have the finest strats in the world, but if you're not hitting shots, it's impossible. There you go. Once again, a demonstration. Oscar just annihilates Maeve. And he had time to reset his aim on that as well. That wasn't just like a straight up flick. He was like, what? Oh, let me get it right. Okay, there.
Yeah, and it's all made there. He had an opportunity to take that kill, but he took too long, and that's going to get him down. 4-on-5 situation right now. nEophyte giving Reason 1 less of a chance, and, you know, Reason, they've got that one reason to actually take this 1 round. There's no point in just backing off right now. They need this 1 round if they're gonna make it.
But Volty, what's the reasoning?
The reasoning is about alright, pushing into the B site here. Questone on the kill. Sandin goes down. It's gonna be a 3-on-5 situation, and still having 5 people remaining. Crucial point in which nEophyte does great work on B side, but it's not gonna be enough. Madison, he's gonna be the one to get those frags. Still doing the greatest work overall for his team right now. 3-on-3 situation, equalizing it, and it's all gonna be on Madi. You know, the fact that he does that is gonna be so important, because now they have an advantage actually taking this 1 round. They're gonna play defensive as well, which is gonna be important, because if it comes to a point with nEophyte, they get that 1 frag, for example, they can still have a backup with 2 players holding it down pretty well and decently right here. Juggy, he's on banana, he's gonna hold that power, and, you know, Juggy with that frag, that's gonna be the refrag, but eventually Oscar with the excellent kill on Juggy is gonna make it happen. And map point is that, and we're back in the studio.